Exacta trifecta wagering. Number 1 is Pocket Full of Dreams, owned by Burkhold and Baldwin. Greg Grismore drives. The 2 is Scioto Downs, owned by Ora Murphy Sr. with Jeff Nysonger. Back up to the 3, Darla's Girl, and release to Darla Gaskin with Ron Steck. 4 is I'm a Lusty Lover, owned by David Seif. Al Jones is up. 5, Tease Aurora, owned by William Roush with Bob Harper. 6 is Nukes Rosie, owned by Messler and Daly, Jim Daly. 7 is Slate Run Magic, owned by Parker, Massey, Ferguson, and Parker, Bill Long Jr. The 8 is Arizona Jill, Gail Potter owns, Kyle Ader drives. 8 Great Sky, owned by Adamski and Steeman, Joe Adamski, and the 10 horse is Ab Falcon, owned by Raymond Kenny with Dave Hawk. First race in 6 minutes. First race field is lined up in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. A breaker at the start. The 3, Darla's Girl, spots the field about 15 lengths, and Slate Run Magic was a little bit rank at the beginning. It's Nukes Rosie from the center of the track, out to grab the lead. I'm a Lusty Lover looks to lay just in behind. Scootenberry comes away in third. Pocket Full of Dreams is fourth by 2. Then we have Ab Falcon in fifth position. Next in line is Tease Aurora. Then it's Great Sky, a span of 3 more to Arizona Jill, followed by Slate Run Magic. And that breaker, Darla's Girl, has just about caught the field as they pass the quarter in 28 and 2, passing the stands for the first time. And it's Jim Daly and Nukes Rosie. They're calling the shots in here, leading I'm a Lusty Lover by 2 lengths. Along the inside, Scootenberry traveling along in third. And here goes Joe Adamski. Great Sky ranging up first over on the outside from fourth. Pocket Full of Dreams now swings to the outside to pick up cover. Third over at this stage is Tease Aurora. Then we have Ab Falcon down at the rail. Arizona Jill is also switching to the outer flow. Then 3 lengths farther back to Slate Run Magic, and 2 more to Darla's Girl. They reach the half in 59 and 4. Off the turn and down the backstretch, it's Nukes Rosie by a length. Great Sky quickly up into second, followed by I'm a Lusty Lover, a ground-saving third. Pocket Full of Dreams into contention, 2 off the lead in second over fourth, as Scootenberry gaps along the rail in fifth. Tease Aurora yet to really catch the cover, third over in sixth, 6 off the lead, followed by Ab Falcon, who's yet to pick it up. Another 5 more to Darla's Girl, who's trying to rally, and then it's Arizona Jill in 4 lengths back to Slate Run Magic. 1:28 and 3 for 3/4, and they're bound for the head of the stretch. It's Nukes Rosie, 3 parts of a length. Great Sky still hanging in there on the outside second. I'm a Lusty Lover looks to duck down to the passing lane, followed by Pocket Full of Dreams. 6 lengths back to the rest of the field. They're in the stretch. And Nukes Rosie draws out to lead it by 2 lengths. I'm a Lusty Lover going to take a shot at her from second, followed by Great Sky and Pocket Full of Dreams. But it's Nukes Rosie. Nukes Rosie goes on to score 2.5 lengths. I'm a Lusty Lover and Great Sky third. Bound for the winner's circle is Nukes Rosie, her first career victory, scoring here in 1:58 and 3. A sophomore brown filly by Nuclear Siren out of the On the Road Again mare Rosie Road, owned by Connie Messler and Jim Daly. Jim Daly is the trainer driver. Again, 1:58 and 3 for Nukes Rosie in the first. Here they are for the first division of tonight's Tompkins Gears for 2-year-old trotting fillies, sponsored by Winning Key Farms. One is Chips Lady, owned by Rompaway Farms, trained by Mark O'Mara, the driver, trained by Frank O'Mara, the driver is Mark O'Mara. The 2 is Norwegian Beauty. She's owned by Bartley and Bartley, trained and driven by Ron Steck. Out of post 3, Simply Made, races for the Flowing Mineral Farm, trainer-driver Jim Smith. 4 is Twigs, owned by Doug Ackerman Stables, Inc., trained and driven by Douglas J. Ackerman. 5 is Pearl Secretary, owned by Miller & Johnson, trained and driven by Kurt Sogg. Aromatic Pine is number 6, owned by Phillips & Phillips, trained by Bob Carsey with Jim Daly up. 7 is Keystone Cadoris, owned by Hemp and Hammer, trained and driven by Roger Hammer. 8 is the Nuff Said Stables I'm Hunky Dory, trained by Marty Willem with Dave Hawk. And the 9 is Electric Pine, owned by Thomas Hicks, trained by John Hallett, the driver Wally Hennessy. Post time is in 6 minutes. For the first division of the 2-year-old filly trot. And they're off. All the way to a good beginning. Aromatic Pine leaves from the outside. Norwegian Beauty in the early mix. Twigs comes away in third position. Pearl Secretary is fourth, to the inside of I'm Hunky Dory in fifth. Simply Made in sixth. Two back to Electric Pine, followed by Keystone Cadoris. And after a break, Chips Lady is gapped out 5 lengths from the field. Rolling to head stretch, and it's an open 3-length lead for Aromatic Pine. Leads Norwegian Beauty, Twigs, and Pearl Secretary to the opening quarter in 29 3. Passing the stands for the first time, and it's Jim Daly and Aromatic Pine on top by 2.5 lengths as Norwegian Beauty tries to draw closer second. Twigs is third. Pearl Secretary is fourth. I'm Hunky Dory angles to the outside in fifth. Simply Made is racing along the rail in sixth. Electric Pine looks to pick up live cover in seventh, as does Keystone Cadoris in eighth, and 5 lengths back to Chips Lady, who trails the field. Rounding the turn on their way to the half-mile pole, it's Aromatic Pine, still well clear of her competitors. She leads it by 2.5 lengths. Norwegian Beauty, Twigs, I'm Hunky Dory, and the half goes in 102 3, going off stride in mid-pack, the 5 Pearl Secretary. Racing down the backstretch, Aromatic Pine trying to take him coast to coast, leads Norwegian Beauty by 2. I'm Hunky Dory and Dave Hawk. They're back on the move on the outside in third. 2 back to Twigs, who starts to pick it up from fourth. 4 off the lead. Another 2 more to Electric Pine, traveling along in fifth position. Keystone Cadoris is sixth. Simply Made is dropped away to be seventh, followed farther back by Chips Lady and the other breaker, Pearl Secretary, in 132 2. Moving around to head stretch, it's Aromatic Pine by 1.5 lengths. I'm Hunky Dory takes up the chase in second as Norwegian Beauty drops back third. Twigs has yet to fire, followed by Electric Pine and Keystone Cadoris. They're in the stretch. And it's Aromatic Pine leading by 3 lengths. I'm Hunky Dory is trying to close in second. Norwegian Beauty is third, but Aromatic Pine will score wire to wire in the first division of the 2-year-old filly trot, 202 flat. I'm Hunky Dory was second, Norwegian Beauty third. Back to the winner's circle is Aromatic Pine, a 2-year-old pine chip filly out of Coming Together by Coming, owned by Paul Phillips and Patricia Phillips of Dublin, Ohio. The winning trainer is Robert Carsey, and Jim Daly sweeps the double 202 flat for Aromatic Pine in the first division of tonight's Tompkins Gear Stake. Sponsored by Winning Key Farm, and in the winner's circle helping make the trophy presentation with Winning Key Farms, Jim and Sally Parkinson, Frank and Sandy Evans, and Deb Rush. 6-8 exacta returns, $14 even. The try 6-8-2, $128 even, and the daily double of 6 and 6 return $960. The field for the third race now on parade. Here they are. 1 is KF Cam by Kaufman and Mogan. Chip Noble drives. The 2 is Virgil Hall's Falcon Silver and Dean Collins up. 3, Dandy Lookin' is owned by Patricia Dingledine with Jim Daly. 4 is Chasin' Rain, owned by Lionel Ray Wadaker with Trent Tharps. 5 is Southern Fame, owned by Chester Alt, the driver Jeff Fout. 6, Battling Sabra, owned by Acadia Farms and Policina Motors with Dave Hawk. 7 is Powerhouse Sabra, owned by Runyon, Springer and Cole, Del S. Miller. 8 is Cam's Log Splitter, owned by Kruger, Schultz and Green, Bob Harper drives. The 9 is Game Cisco, owned by Martha Fisher with Kane Kaufman. And the 10 is Louis Gorgie's Town Chief and Greg Grismore. Post time for the third race is in 6 minutes. In the backstretch, 1 KF Cam is far back after a miscue. And they're off. Moving out for the lead from between horses, Southern Fame. Chasin' Rain to engage from the inside. They've opened up 3 lengths on Battling Sabra, comes away in third position. Powerhouse Sabra is on an early gain on the outside in fourth, then 3 more to Dandy Lookin' in fifth. A gap of 2.5. Cam's Log Splitter is 6, followed by Town Chief. And then we have Falcons Silver, followed by Game Cisco, and the distant trailer at this stage is KF Cam as they pass the opening quarter in a fast 28 seconds flat. coming past the stands for the first time, and Del S drives on with the bridesmaid Powerhouse Sabra. He's going to clear the top, leading it by a length and a half. Southern Fame is drafting just in behind now. Chase and Rain is third. Battling Sabra races in fourth. Dandy Lookin' is fifth. Cam's Log Splitter moves to the outside in sixth position, and Dandy Lookin' came out just in front of him, managed to just squeeze his way out. Town Chief is racing third over, followed next by Falcon Silver, and then it's Game Cisco, and again, much farther back to KF Cam. They reach the half in an honest 58-2, racing down the backstretch. It's Powerhouse Sabra quickly. Here's Dandy Lookin' rushing up to take over the lead, but hasn't cleared off just yet. Racing in third position is Southern Fame alongside Cam's Log Splitter. Gaps the cover in fourth, followed by Chase and Rain with clearance to move out in fifth. 2.5 more to the pair of Battling Sabra to the inside of Town Chief. And then we have Game Cisco and Falcon Silver. They're at the three quarters in 26-4, 28-2 on the third quarter for Dandy Lookin', who expended some energy there and leads Powerhouse Sabra by 2. And Powerhouse Sabra is going to re-rally. Del S tips him out of the pocket. Southern Fame is third, and they straighten up and drive for the wire. Dandy Lookin' is under urging. Powerhouse Sabra is bearing down. Late pace Southern Fame to the inside. Powerhouse Sabra takes over the lead. Southern Fame is closing, but Powerhouse Sabra is going to pick up his first score in here, beating out Southern Fame, finishing third, Dandy Lookin', and it was tight for fourth, 156-1. Please hold all tickets. In the meantime, your unofficial winner is back in the winner's circle. Powerhouse Sabra, first victory, 156-1. A 3-year-old expensive scooter colt out of Water Ballet by Most Happy Fella, owned by the partnership of Runyon, Springer, and Cole, trained by Doug Lowe, and driven to victory by Del S. Miller. In the winner's circle, helping make the trophy presentation, representatives with Huntington Merchant Services joining us for a night at the races. Welcome to Scioto Downs. Here they are for the fourth race, second division of the Tompkins Gears. 2-year-old filly trotters. Number 1 is Yankee Starling, owned by Shand and Lancashire, trained by Kenneth Shand with Roger Plant Jr. The 2 is Sharwin Annie, owned by Ronald Dale and Linda Randall. Ronald Randall is the trainer. Jim Joyner is up. 3, Uneven Rail, owned by Bartley and Bartley, trained and driven by Ron Steck. 4 is Gliding Dance, owned by Shadle and Hammer, trained and driven by Todd Shadle. The 5 is Foxy Vixen, owned by Homer and Jay Hochstedler. Douglas R. Ackerman trains and drives. 6 is Gia's Speedster, owned by Flacco Family Farms, trained by Joel Miller. Jeff Neisanger up. 7 American Belle K, owned by Bob Key, trained by Francisco Del Cid with Jeff out. 8 is Edward and Cheryl Safey's Ranger Lady with Mark O'Mara up. And the 9 is Talented Sabra, owned by Jim Wheeler, trained and driven by Kurt Sugg. Post time for the fourth race is now in 6 minutes. Filly trotters in action, and there they go. And they're off. Off stride the 2, Sharwin Annie. Sharwin Annie's on a break from the center of the track. The 5, Foxy Vixen, went off stride. It's Yankee Starling out to grab the early lead. Trotting up from the far outside, Ranger Lady to take her on early. It's a gap of 4 lengths farther back. Uneven Rail comes away in third. Talented Sabra came away well, looks to settle in fourth position, then 2.5 lengths to Gliding Dance. Next in line is Gia's Speedster, and then it's about 15 lengths back to American Belle K. That one also made a break. Foxy Vixen is next, back trotting, and much farther back to Sharwin Annie. They're by the quarter in 29-2. Passing the stands for the first time, Yankee Starling is now on top by 5 lengths as the pocket sitter Ranger Lady went off stride. Uneven Rail inherits second position, and Talented Sabra is back out in third. Another 3.5 lengths further back to Gliding Dance in fourth. Gia's Speedster is racing in fifth, 6 off the lead. Then about 10 lengths back to Ranger Lady. Much farther back to American Belle K. Charwinani. Foxy Vixen is back off stride again. They reach the half in 1:01.1. Trotting down the backstretch, Talented Sabra has a neck in front of Yankee Starling, who battles back along the rail. 2.5 lengths to Uneven Rail, who watches the dueling pair from third. Gliding Dance begins to pick it up from fourth, gaining ground 3 off the lead. Another 3 more to Gia's Speedster, who's looking to come into contention now in fifth, and then 6 lengths back to Ranger Lady. They're approaching the 3/4, and Talented Sabra takes over the lead, but soon we'll have a challenge from Gliding Dance on the outside second. 2 back to a fading Yankee Starling, followed by Uneven Rail, and Gia's Speedster is still 6 off the lead in 1:30.4. Moving around to the head of the stretch, and it's Talented Sabra by a length. Gliding Dance ducks back down to the inside second, then 2 lengths back to Yankee Starling and Gia's Speedster. Approaching the final 16th, it's Talented Sabra leading the way. Gliding Dance coming to her along the inside, but Talented Sabra's game, and Talented Sabra edges clear at the line to score by a length. Gliding Dance was second, Yankee Starling third in the second division, 2 minutes and 1. Back to the winner's circle, the winner of tonight's second division of the Tompkins Gear Stake for 2-year-old filly trotters. This is Talented Sabra, scoring in 2 minutes and 1. For James Wheeler of Delray Beach, Florida, the trainer-driver is Kurt Sugg. And it's official. 9-4 exacta returns $84 even. The try 941, $953.80 again. Tonight's Grand Circuit event sponsored by Winning Key Farms. We thank them and all of our sponsors for their support of Grand Circuit action this week at Scioto. Here they are for race 5. The 1 is Beanie and Cecil, owned by Darrell Lewis with Justin Hall. 2 is Tupac, owned by John Gilliland, Terry Thompson Jr. 3 is Forever I'll Stand, owned by Dupree, Morris, and Bates, Trent Bates. 4 is Jetstream Noble, owned by James Wampler with Jack Daly. 5, Celebrity Stocks, owned by Celebrity Farms, Chip Noble will drive. 6, Forever and Ever, owned by Stovall and Feaster, Jeff Out. 7 is Cody Noble Land Bob by Robert Jordan with Bill Long Jr. And the 8 horse is Turbo Connection by James Snyder with Dave Hawk. The 5th race coming up in 7 minutes. There they go. And they're off all the way to a very even beginning. Forever I'll Stand from the inside emerges with the early lead. Celebrity Stocks from the center comes away well, followed by Tupac at the rail. A gap of 2 farther back to Forever and Ever to the inside of Turbo Connection, who's driving up from 5th position. Another 2 more to Cody Noble Land Bob, followed by Jetstream Noble. And after a miscue on the turn, the 1 Beanie and Cecil is far back trilling the field. But Chip Noble makes the front end with Celebrity Stocks at the quarter in 28-3, passing the stands. Celebrity Stocks, but he looks to hand off to Turbo Connection and Dave Hawk on the outside. Just in behind, Forever I'll Stand is drafting along in 3rd and rushed up a bit there along the rail. Tupac is racing in 4th position. Forever and Ever is racing in 5th as Jetstream Noble starts to pick it up in 6th and flushes out the 6 Forever and Ever. Then we come down to Cody Noble Land Bob and about 10 lengths back to Beanie and Cecil. Rather green bunch of them as they race around the turn. It's Celebrity Stocks on the lead. Here comes Forever and Ever in gear. A very green Forever and Ever rushes up to take the lead in 59-4. It's Forever and Ever now leading by a length and a half. Celebrity Stocks is back to second. Forever I'll Stand is rolling up uncovered on the outside. Turbo Connection is back in 4th position. Cody Noble Land Bob is underway from the back of the pack. Tupac switches to the outside. And then it's Jetstream Noble, who is second last and 3 clear of Beanie and Cecil. Approaching the 3/4, it's Forever and Ever and Forever I'll Stand hooked up in battle, 129 flat. Around ahead stretch. Forever and Ever leads 3 parts of a length. Forever I'll Stand pressing from the outside second. Celebrity Stocks re-rallies and comes into third at the rail. 2 back to Cody Noble Land Bob, followed by Turbo Connection. And Jetstream Noble is still 7 lengths off the lead as they turn for home now. It's Forever and Ever leading it by 2. Celebrity Stocks is second. Forever I'll Stand is dropping back third. But it's Forever and Ever going on to score by a length. Celebrity Stocks and Forever I'll Stand in 1:58 flat. It's the try, 6.53, 4.67 even. Back to the winner's circle is Forever and Ever, a 2-year-old brown colt by Stand Forever out of Farmer's Girl by Farmstead's Fame, owned by Charles Stovall and Don Feaster. Don Feaster trains. Jeff Out is the winning driver. 1:58 for Forever and Ever. On the track for the 3rd division of the Tompkins Gear Stake for 2-year-old filly trotters, sponsored by Winning Key Farms. Number 1 is Cartier Hall, by Joseph Mendelson, trained by Douglas J. Ackerman. Doug R. Ackerman is the driver. 2 is Betty Jean, owned by Slowey, Minute and Osterholt. Marty Willem trains with Dave Hawk up. 3 is Sierra America, owned by Serendipity Stable, trained by Kenneth Shand with Roger Plant Jr. 4 is HM Striking Faith, owned by Tish Cross, trained by Steve Cross, the driver Kurt Sugg. At a post 5, Lady Bird Photo by Lewis Hauber, trained by Dale McConnell with Roger Hammer driving. 6 is Striking Valentine by Klotz and Robinson, trained by Dave Klotz with Joe Adamski up. The 7 is Keystone Brittany, owned by Hemp and Shadle. Todd Shadle trains and drives. Winning Kathy is number 8. She races for Bob Key, trainer Francisco Del Cid, and Greg Grismore is at the line. So the 9 is CC Sable, owned by Chuck Campbell, trained and driven by Rob Harmon. 7 minutes. Freshman filly trotters taking their spots. There they go. And they're off. A pair of breakers at the beginning. The 8 Winning Kathy and the 5 Lady Bird Photo. From the far outside, Striking Valentine left well. Here's HM Striking Faith coming through from between horses, and nearest the rail, Cartier Hall. Moving around the far turn, Cartier Hall drives through to grab the lead as HM Striking Faith looks to back off into a hole in second position. Along the rail is Betty Jean, who's going to try to close up that hole now in third. Along the rail, Sierra America is fourth. Striking Valentine up on the outside, looking to tuck in somewhere in fifth. And the opening quarter goes in 30-1. Trotting past the stands for the first time. And Kurt Sugg, with no choice but to drive on, takes over command with HM Striking Faith by 2 lengths. The favorite Cartier Hall pops right back out to retake. Betty Jean, the rail ride in third. Striking Valentine, been hugging the mile in fourth. Then we have Sierra America to the inside of CC Sable. Then it's another 2 lengths farther back to the rail and Keystone Brittany. A gap of 5 to Lady Bird Photo, and the distant trailer is Winning Kathy off a half in 1 minute and 4/5. Racing down the backstretch, it's the big favorite Cartier Hall leading the pack by a length and a half. HM Striking Faith is just in behind second, and Dave Hawk swings Betty Jean to the outside, first over in third. Second over, CC Sable is 4 off the lead, racing in fourth. Striking Valentine is gapped along the pylons in fifth. Third over in sixth is Keystone Brittany, followed by Sierra America, and then it's another length and a half farther back to Lady Bird Photo. 3/4 in 1:30-4 as they move to the top of the stretch. Cartier Hall yet to face a challenge, leads it by 2. HM Striking Faith is second, followed by Betty Jean, who went a bit rough there, now is off stride on the outside, and they're in the stretch. And it's Cartier Hall leading by 4 lengths. Racing in second is HM Striking Faith, followed by Striking Valentine, between horses CC Sable and Keystone Brittany, but Cartier Hall is pulling away in the final yards, scores here by 6. Finishing second was HM Striking Faith, with Keystone Brittany third in 2 minutes and 2. Now bound for the winner's circle is number 1, Cartier Hall, a 2-year-old bay filly by Garland Lobel out of Chatty, Hanover by Super Bowl. Is owned by Joseph Mendelson of Santa Barbara, California. Winning trainer is Hall of Famer Douglas J. Ackerman, Doug R. Ackerman. is the winning driver. Also in the winner's circle with the winning connections, another Hall of Famer, Howard Boysinger, joining us tonight. Again, this one sponsored by Winning Key Farms. Cartier Hall in the third division, 2 minutes and 2. On the track for the 7th race, Exactin Trifecta Wagering, 1 Troy Warrior, owned by Lunsford and Lunsford. Ralph Lunsford drives. 2 is Magic Point, owned by Cohen and Minlin. Chip Noble. 3 is Tricky Surprise, owned by Dick Brooks with Greg Grismore. 4 is He Demand Sam, owned by Wirtz and Lewis. Mark Winters up. 5, Here I Go, owned by Calvin Lamb with Jeff Fowd. 6 is Tina's Tinsel Star, owned by Harper and Briggs, Bobby Harper. 7 is Meadowland Merlin, owned by Hoovler and Metters, Jamie Dunlap. 8 is Gentle Sam, owned by Messler and Daly, Jim Daly. 9 is Willie Hunter, owned by Virgil Hunter with Jeff Nysonger. And the 10 is Grumpy Grams, owned by Dan Ader and Larry Fitzgerald with Kyle Ader in the bike. 6 minutes. 7th race pacers are lined up, and there they go. And they're off. Jamie Dunlap sends Meadowland Merlin out for the top spot. Gentle Sam is driving up to his outside. He Demand Sam comes away in 3rd position. Tricky Surprise is 4th. Tri Warrior is 5th. Tina's Tinsel Star backs off in 6th position as Grumpy Gramps drives through at the rail. Then we come down to Magic Point, followed by Here I Go. And Willie Hunter is last of the 10 as they move to head stretch. And it's Jim Daly and Gentle Sam on the engine, 28 seconds flat. Passing the stands, Gentle Sam leads it. But here's Jamie Dunlap on the retake with the 7, Meadowland Merlin. Meadowland Merlin working hard now to clear the top from Gentle Sam in 2nd. He Demand Sam is 3rd. Grismore and Tricky Surprise pull first over in 4th position. Troy Warrior looks to move with the cover in 5th. 3rd over Grumpy Gramps is 6th, followed by Magic Point. Tina's Tinsel Star to the inside of Here I Go, and 3 lengths back to the trailer, Willie Hunter. Heading for halftime, it's Meadowland Merlin in command now in 59 seconds flat. Off the turn and down the backstretch. Meadowland Merlin leads by a length. Tricky Surprise comes up to engage 2nd. Gentle Sam the rail ride in 3rd. Gapping cover the long shot Troy Warriors, 3 off the lead in 4th. He Demand Sam is covered up at the rail in 5th. 3rd over Grumpy Gramps may have to circle off cover in 6th, followed by Magic Point along the inside 7th. Then it's Here I Go, Tina's Tinsel Star, and Willie Hunter. 8 lengths cover the field as they hit the 3/4. It's Meadowland Merlin leading the way just over a length. Tricky Surprise trying to come on again 2nd. Gentle Sam is 3rd, followed by He Demand Sam, Troy Warrior, 3 wide Grumpy Gramps in 1. 27-4 as they move to the top of the stretch. It's Meadowland Merlin a half length in front. Tricky Surprise still rallying on the outside, followed by Gentle Sam, and Grumpy Gramps is flying down the center. It's Meadowland Merlin under a drive. Gentle Sam, He Demand Sam, Tricky Surprise, Grumpy Gramps is flattened out. Meadowland Merlin in front. Tricky Surprise to go 2nd. Looked like the 8 Gentle Sam held 3rd in 1:57. His first victory of the season, a 3-year-old bay gelded son of Cam's Magic Trick out of Amos Ann by Steady Special. Owned by the partnership of Hoovler and Metters. Mike Metters is the winning conditioner, and the winning driver is Jamie Dunlap. 1:57 is a lifetime best for Meadowland Merlin. The 7th race is now official. (7-3) Exacta returns $61.40. The try 738, $680.20. Eighth race Trotters. Number 1 is Fred Pickle, owned by Albert Grass with Chip Noble. 2 is Mark My Speed, owned by Taubert and Myers, Ron Taubert. 3 is Woulda Come Over, owned by Winsky and Arledge, Del S. Miller. 4 is Mia Rebo, owned by Melby Ober with Bob Harper up. 5 is Nosy Mosey, owned by Flowing Mineral Farm with Jim Smith. 6, I'm Your Message, owned by Dusty Rosa Farm, Jeff Neishonger. 7 is Crown Time Shelley, owned by Esther Crownover with Earl Owings. The 8 is Sun Goddess, owned by Dick and Betty McNutt, Greg Grismore. The 9 is out. The 10 is Lady Star, owned by Lowe, and Darby's Edge Stable with Sandy Beatty. 6 minutes. They're approaching the start. And they're off. Mia Rebo, Fred Pickle, and Crown Time Shelley among the early contenders. Lady Star comes away in 4th position. 3 Deep Would It Come Over is 5th as Mark My Speed drops into a hole in 6th. Then the length and a half more to Sun Goddess, followed by Nosy Mosey in the early trailer is I'm Your Message. Moving around to the head of the stretch for the first time, and Earl Owings looks to trot on with Crown Time Shelley. It's Crown Time Shelley from Mia Rebo in 2nd. Would It Come Over's on the outside. Fred Pickle at the rail, and the quarter was posted in 29-1. Passing the stands for the first time, and it's Crown Time Shelley. Crown Time Shelley, she's making the tempo here, leading it by a length and a half. Would It Come Over is ranging up on the outside to challenge her for the lead, with Mia Rebo at the pylons in 3rd. Next, Fred Pickle is racing in 4th. Sandy Beatty swings Lady Star to the outside in 5th. Mark My Speed is 6th, and Chip Noble pulled out in front of Sandy Beatty there with Lady Star. Noble is now moving up on the outside with Fred Pickle to half in 59-1. Racing down the backstretch, it's Crown Time Shelley by a length and a half. Mia Rebo reclaims 2nd as Would It Come Over fades between horses, and Fred Pickle circles off cover. Along the rail is Mark My Speed. Lady Star comes into the picture 2.5 lengths off the lead. Going off stride, Would It Come Over. 3 Deep Sun Goddess down the backstretch. Nosy Mosey is going to have to pick it up from here, and then it's I'm Your Message. They're fairly well bunched up near the front end. Mia Rebo is on the lead, holding off Fred Pickle in 1:29-1. Moving around to head stretch, it's Mia Rebo. Fred Pickle is a nose back in 2nd, and Lady Star is rallying 3 Deep in 3rd. Just in behind, Mark My Speed is looking to angle out way wide for the stretch drive, followed down rail by Crown Time Shelley. They're in the stretch. And it's Lady Star on the outside, looming up to grab the lead. Mia Rebo, Crown Time Shelley. Fred Pickle is fading. Late trot, Mark My Speed. Lady Star is going to score in here, beating out Mark My Speed by just over a length, with Mia Rebo 3rd. Back to the winner's circle is Ladies Star. First victory this season, 2 minutes and 2/5. That's her lifetime best. She's a sophomore daughter of High Noon Star, the Citrus Lady by Arnie Almhurst. Owned by Dwayne Lowe, Carol Lowe, and Darby's Edge Stable of Ohio. Dwayne Lowe is the winning trainer, and the winning driver, Sandy Beatty. Again, the time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2. 10-2 exact. It comes back $99.60. The try, 10-2-4, $691.60. The 9th race, number 1 is Get It On, owned by Sheraton Grismore. Greg Grismore drives. The 2 is Come On Coco, owned by George Pash with Jeff Fout. 3, Mr. Taxman, owned by Robert Rhodes with Jeff Neishonger. 4 is Louis D., owned by Samuel Atkins with Jimmy Wisman. 5, Downward Penske, owned by Kathy Hawk. Dave Hawk drives. 6, D. Felice, owned by Jerome Grogan, Bob Harper. 7 is My Siren, owned by James Veach. Jay Veach is in the blank. 8 is Our Little Loglow by SmackDown Stable, Jack Daly. 9, Innisbrook is owned by John Perrin with Chip Noble, and the 10 is Adam Quaiton, owned by Stover and Justice, Tony Rose. 7 minutes. Stretch, and there they go. And they're off. Moving out for the lead, Louis D. from the center of the track. Come On Coco comes away in 2nd position. 3 Deep, Our Little Loglow is 3rd. as Mr. Taxman backs down into a hole fourth, 2.5 further back to get it on in fifth position. Then Adam Quite to the inside of Innisbrook. Downwind Penske is 2 clear of D. Felice, and My Siren is last as they move to head stretch for the first time. And Jimmy Wisman is calling the shots early with Louis D. in 27-1. Passing the stands for the first time, it's Louis D. by a length and a half. Come On Coco is tracking that one from second. Our Little Loglo is hung out third. Mr. Taxman riding the pylons in fourth position. Get It On is racing in fifth, a length and a half. Adam Quite is sixth. Innisbrook is seventh. Downwind Penske is racing third last to D. Felice and My Siren as they round the turn on their way to the half-mile pole. On top of the field, it's Louis D. Louis D by 2. Come On Coco is second. Long Mile for Our Little Loglo up on the rim third. Along the rail racing fourth, Mr. Taxman, Get It On, is taking to the outside in fifth. And the half goes in a brisk 56-2. Racing down the backstretch, it's Louis D on a 2-length lead. Come On Coco is dropping back along the rail in second as Get It On has progressed on the outside. 3 wide is Adam Quiten, who looks to close in fourth position. Our Little Loglo clogs the outer tier in fifth. Mr. Taxman with nowhere to go in sixth. Downwind Penske is 7 off the lead. Innisbrook, D. Felice, My Siren, 125-3. Bound for the head of the stretch. It's Louis D. trying to take him all the way. Get It On's going to try to spoil it. A gap of 7 lengths farther back. And we come to Come On Coco. Adam Quiten did not have enough. Followed by Downwind Penske on the far outside. Driving through the stretch, it's Louis D. Get It On. These two are disputing it in the final yards. Louis D. Get It On is getting up. Get It On. Louis D. to go second. D. Felice a distant third, 156-2. Back to the winner's circle, Get It On. Third victory of the season, 156-2, is a lifetime best. He's a 7-year-old bay gelded son of Carlsbad Cam out of Armbro Breda by Meadow Skipper, owned by partnership of Sharretts and Grismore. Mark Grismore trains. Greg Grismore, the winning driver. It's official. Louis D. second. Downwind Penske was fifth. D. Felice third. My Siren ninth. Track for the 10th race, exacted trifecta wagering. Number 1 is Miss Badu, owned by David Morgan with Dave Hawk. 2 is Darn Proud, owned by Anthony Longo with Joe Adamski. 3 is Cinder Shar, owned by Rosemary Durham. Jim Daly drives. 4 is Priceless Moment, owned by Wallace and Buckner. Jeff Foud. 5 is Rachel's Rival, owned by the Bullyard Farm of Indiana. Jeff Bullyard. 6, Rompaway Stacy, owned by Rompaway Farms with Mark O'Mara. 7 is out. The 8 is Mini Miracle, owned by Bob Sidley with Jamie Dunlap. Scoring up ahead is the 9 is Charmaine, owned by Bartley and Bartley, Ron Steck. And the 10 is Let Lisa Come Over, owned by Davis and Davis with the driver Kurt Sugg. 7 minutes. Aon Doolin, call 570. There they go. And they're off. Rachel's Rival takes the lead. Miss Badu along the inside. Rompaway Stacy comes away in third. Gap of 2. Darn Proud is fourth. Cinder Shar is fifth. Between Horses, Priceless Moment is trotting on from sixth. And then we have Let Lisa Come Over, followed by Mini Miracle, who's backing off, and Charmaine is the trailer. But moving to head stretch, Rachel's Rival has built up a 2.5-length lead early on Miss Badu, who looks to close that gap in second. Rompaway Stacy third, and the quarter goes in 28-2. Passing the stands for the first time, it's Rachel's Rival. Rachel's Rival trying to make it 3 straight in here. She leads Miss Badu by 2 lengths. with Romp Away Stacy in third. Gap out two more. Darn Proud is fourth. Jim Daly and Cinder Shar come to the outside fifth, and they're now going to give cover to Darn Proud, who came out just in front of her. Next in line, we have Priceless Moment, who looks to move with the cover third over. Charmaine has a big gap to shoot along the rail, and then fourth over is Let Lisa Come Over. The trailer is Mini Miracle. The half goes in 58 and 3. As they race up the back stretch, it's Rachel's Rival leading the way. Rachel's Rival by a length and a half. Darn Proud is working her way up on the outside second. Miss Badu along the rail is third. And there goes Daly and Cinder Shar looping three wide off cover. From the far outside, fourth and up to challenge for the lead. And then we come farther back to Romp Away Stacy, who needs racing room. Priceless Moment is three wide. Mini Miracle, Charmaine, and Let Lisa Come Over in 1:28 flat. Moving around to head stretch. Rachel's Rival a half length in front. Cinder Shar is bearing down second. 3 lengths back. Darn Proud is third. Priceless Moment. Romp Away Stacy. And they're in the stretch. And it's Rachel's Rival digging down deep. Cinder Shar has got her collared, though. And Cinder Shar is drawing away in the final 16th. It's Cinder Shar, Rachel's Rival, and Darn Proud third. Mile up in 1:57 and 1. 1:57 and 1 ties her career best set 2 years ago. She's a 6-year-old daughter of Striking Sabra out of Flo Cole by B.F. Cole Town, owned by Rosemary Durham, trained by Jim Mullenix, driven to victory by Jim Daly. 3.5 exacta comes back $14.60. The try 3.52, 61.80. Here they are for the 11th. Number 1 is Scootin' Photon, owned by Ann Kirk with Dave Hawk. 2 is Gadget Man Ed, owned by Steve Kaufman. Kane Kaufman is in the bike. 3 is GR's Dignitary, and released to Roy Wilson, and he drives. 4 Arnold's Coming, owned by James Arichello with Jack Daly up. 5 is Town Dog, owned by Alice Kidd with Perry Lambert. 6, Harley Highlight, owned by Vernie Belcher Jr., Marv Purdy in the bike. 7 is Rob D. Hanover, owned by Sean Barker with Jeff Fowd. 8 is Mac Perfect, owned by Locke and Helmick, Greg Rismore. The 9 is Polished Scooter, owned by Connie Messler with Tony Rose. And off the second tier, the 10 Treasure Crest, owned by John Perrin with Jeff Neisanger. 7 minutes. The 11th race field is lining up in the backstretch. There they go. They're off. Scootin' Photon is showing speed from the inside. Mac Perfect came away well from the far outside. Then we have Gadget Man Ed, who drops into race third. Alongside is Town Dog in fourth position. Next in line, we come down to Treasure Crest. Then it's 2 farther back to GR's Dignitary. Another length and a half more to Arnold's Coming, followed by Harley Highlight. Rob D. Hanover and Polished Scooter is last as they pass the opening quarter in 27 and 3. In front of the stands for the first time, it's Greg Grismore on the lead with Mac Perfect. Mac Perfect by 2. Scootin' Photon is following that 1 second, 2.5 back to Gadget Man Ed in third. Then we have Treasure Crest in fourth. Town Dog is racing in fifth. GR's Dignitary comes to the outside in sixth position. Following that move is Arnold's Coming. Then it's 2.5 lengths back to Harley Highlight to the inside of Rob D. Hanover, and Polished Scooter is last. Rounding the turn on the way to halftime, it's Mac Perfect up top in 57 and 3. Off the turn and down the backside they go. Mac Perfect leads by a length and a half. Scootin' Photon a patient second. Along the rail, Gadget Man Ed is racing in third. The tough first over grind for GR's Dignitary yet to find cover, and he's worked his way up into fourth position. Treasure Crest is locked in fifth. Arnold's Coming is second over in sixth. A gap of 2 back to Town Dog. Rob D. Hanover is not doing enough. Harley Highlights at the rail, and Polished Scooter is 3 wide, trailing in 1. 27 and 2. moving around ahead stretch. Mac Perfect is trying to open up on them now. It's Mac Perfect by 2.5 lengths. Scootin' Photon comes under Whitberging in second. Two back to Gadget Man Ed in third. Treasure Crest is fourth as they turn into the stretch, and it's Mac Perfect drawing away to lead by 3 now. Scootin' Photon could not stay with him. Late pace Gadget Man Ed, off stride Treasure Crest, and Town Dog is fourth, but it's Mac Perfect in front and drawing clear. Gadget Man Ed up second, Scootin' Photon third, Town Dog was fourth. Back to the winner's circle comes the 8 Mac Perfect, a 4-year-old bay gelding by Arbro McIntosh out of Perfect Balance by Balanced Budget, owned by Ted Locke and Stephen Helmink of Illinois. Darren Mauser is the winning trainer, and the winning driver is Greg Grismore. That's a pair of wins for Greg Grismore tonight, 157, the second win of the season for Mac Perfect. It's official. Brandon Bardley to the grandstand office. 8-2 exacta returns $75.40. The Super 8-2-1-5, $2,167.80. And 3 of 3 in the pick 3, $70 even.